told us that at the beginning.
Reed.
I did.
He did. Reed, you have a question?
Scott, in
Yes.
the course of writing this speech, what research did you do?
Over the past few years, I've been researching employee engagement. I've been watching TED Talks. I've been researching what everyone has to say about how people connect. And I found that there are some great thoughts out there on how to build cultures. Edgar Schein, the foremost researcher on culture. Brene Brown, the foremost researcher on vulnerability. Simon Sinek, one of the foremost researchers on cultures and groups. Daniel Goleman on emotional intelligence. The list goes on. There are a number of people out there that have done tremendous work in this, and I've tried to synthesize all of their thoughts into a usable theory to help employees engage and help employers create the situations for employees to engage at work. Thomas.
This is very personal. So last night I get a call and then text from my daughter, who apparently one of her coworkers was laid off. So now she's super concerned that she's going to be laid off
That actually works there.
in California, and her job is in journalism. She's like, there are no jobs for journalism. I'm like, let's see, you're working in journalism. So she feels, God, she feels no safety and she feels very vulnerable.
Yes.
More from a corporate point of view, so you were talking about it from a personal point of view. How would you get this from a corporate point of view? It used to be very paternal. I worked for the phone company, it was very paternal. And companies just aren't that way now. So how can you take it from a personal level, like you were talking, to a corporate level?
It's about building the right culture. It's about building a culture of safety. It's about ensuring that the leaders in the organization are more concerned about the betterment of those within their organization than they are about their own lives themselves. It's a change in mindset. It really is a change in mindset. There are some organizations out there that still offer lifetime employment. Some of them are actually in manufacturing. And when you have manufacturers that will say, I'm going to ensure that we're going to employ you for as long as you want to be here, we're going to help you grow, and they can do that through the manufacturing components, then that can certainly happen through journalism, through service industries, no matter where you go. It's a choice that organizations have to make. What's more important to them? The full engagement of their people or the short-term results of their books? It depends on where their mindset goes. One more question, Ashley.
Thank you, Thomas, for that segue that encouraged me to think of this question. So recently, I've had about 5 people in my office that originally had 5, and now we have about 12 people. So 5 of the individuals I started with last year have left this company, which now results in a slightly unsafe environment where before we very much had a family atmosphere. What do you suggest as an employee that I can do to encourage that safety so we can come together once more?
Have open communication with your boss. It can be very difficult to, bless you, to have that communication and say, we don't really feel as safe as we once did. But without having a dialogue, you're just going to keep reaping the same feeling over and over. Take the challenge, explain what you're feeling, and then work with your boss to find a solution. I thank you all for your time, for the great questions, and look forward to seeing you in the future.